Alexia Cortez. I am one of AMI's house models. I have been here for almost 3 years. I can't believe it's already been that long. It's been an incredible journey so far, and I love you guys. I love AMI. I love modeling. So if you want to know more about me and my journey, stay tuned. How I started modeling is actually kind of a funny story, at least it is to me. When I was a teenager, I really wanted to be a model, and I would have my stepdad take pictures of me, and I would go to like model searches, and I didn't have any luck. Even when I was at school, I came across a talent agent, and they told me that I didn't have the right look for modeling, that I should probably pursue acting, and that really got to me. So basically, to make a long story short, my freshman year of college, I was having a hard time adjusting to the new culture of things, and so I found solace in social networking online, and basically I happened to make friends with people online that were movers and shakers in the industry, and they were able to give me like jobs at car shows where I would take pictures and post them online, and then the companies at the car shows would take notice, and of course the spectators. And so to make a long story short, I quickly was able to build like a fan base online, and I don't know, it's kind of just like it is today. If you have a following online, companies are interested in working with you. So the rest is kind of history. As far as AMI goes, I happened to come across some catalog work for another company years ago, and I don't even remember how I got into that one, to be honest. But one day I was searching for like sexy club dresses or something for my car show work, and I came across AMI Clubwear, and I saw that they do similar work to what I had been doing, but on a much larger scale. So I went ahead and called customer service, and I asked who I could talk to about becoming a model. I talked to the studio manager at the time. She had me come in for a test shoot, and actually I didn't get a call back from that. I didn't hear from AMI for about like 9 months, and then finally I guess they were short girls one day. They asked me to come in, and since then I started working pretty frequently, and it's been such a blessing. AMI is a great company. We have a ton of fun here, and I couldn't be more thankful to be here. So thank you to the viewers and customers for approving my look, because you guys helped me out too. One thing about models that you may not know is they are some of the most self-conscious people in the world. Growing up, I was always really self-conscious. I always felt like I wasn't good enough, like I wasn't pretty enough, like the guys didn't like me and all that. Somehow when you start modeling, you kind of have to have this attitude, just fake it until you make it. And I know you hear that in other walks of life, but that's, I mean, honestly, that's what it's all about. You kind of have to have like a split personality or an alter ego, like Sasha Fierce for Beyonce. It's kind of like that. You get in front of the camera, or you get on that runway, and you just own it, and you just picture yourself doing like the biggest job ever, like Victoria's Secret or ring girling for UFC, whatever, and fake it until you make it. And if people think you're confident, you would be surprised at how far it can get you. The best thing about modeling probably has to be all of the cool people I get to meet and the places I get to go. Ever since I started modeling, I've been all over the country. I have been able to go to Hawaii, New York, Miami, Vegas, regularly. It's amazing. And I rubbed elbows with plenty of top celebrities, and so you kind of get into this, like, I don't know how to describe it, but like a certain echelon where you have easy access to these people. So that's definitely by far the most fun and best thing about modeling, because you kind of live the life that other people that aren't in the industry dream of. So I love it, guys. I'm sorry to say that God blessed me with a lot of things, which is great, but He did not bless me with like a talent. Like I'm not double jointed, I can't do the splits, I can't sing that well. I sing okay. Anyways, so the only thing I can say is that I am pretty smart, very well educated, and I can run circles around a lot of people, and sometimes people talk to me like I'm dumb, and then, you know, I show them my educated side, and it's the best feeling when you can see like this look come over their face, like, oh, this girl knows what she's talking about. So what do I like to do when I'm not modeling? Well, modeling keeps me very, very, very busy. But if I have some extra time, I love to go to the beach. I love to be in nature. I love to go on trips. Traveling is something I love doing. I love spending time with family, friends, my boyfriend, my dog, shopping, you know, typical girl stuff, going out to eat, movies, bowling, billiards, maybe have a beer or two. I'm not really that much of a drinker. But yeah, I guess you could say I'm a people person, and I love to chill. My favorite place to relax is definitely at the beach, Laguna Beach in particular, on a nice warm day. I love the sun, I love palm trees, I love the ocean, I love nature. Like I said, definitely someplace outdoors in nature. It's also nice to be at a massage parlor, but you know, that gets expensive, so the beach is free. One thing that people don't know about me is that in my past I was always attracted to really bad boys. So the guys that were ditching school, the guys that were maybe smoking behind the barracks, the guys that didn't have any kind of direction in their life. Which is really weird because, you know, even though I hung out with that crowd, I've always been a bookworm. So it's kind of interesting to see how I was able to succeed even though I was surrounding myself with all these like guys that were terrible influences. Like, I used to have this guy that was a pro at stealing cars, and he would like pick me up in stolen cars. He would like joyride down my street when he was angry in cars, in stolen cars, and yeah, so that was one of my vices, and luckily I got over that. But that is one thing that most people don't know about me. Another thing people don't know about me is that I worked at a ton of fast food restaurants as a teenager. My first job was at Burger King, and then I worked at Dairy Queen, KFC, Carl's Jr., the list goes on and on. But I actually really loved working at Dairy Queen because who doesn't love Dairy Queen? Sorry if you don't have one in your area, but I mean, we have all the candies to make blizzards and all the cookies and the nerds, and I was a pro at doing the little DQ circle at the top of the ice cream. Yeah, a nice butterscotch dip cone, that's right up my alley. Any tips that I have for girls that want to be models? Definitely have a good support system, because it is a tough industry and you are going to cry. People are going to hurt your feelings. They are going to tell you no. They're not going to book you for the job you really want. It's tough. So you got to have like your mom or your dad or boyfriend or best friend or whoever it is that can be your shoulder to cry on. And who can also build you back up, because like they always say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Also, if you're really serious about pursuing this career, I advise you to stay away from tattoos if at all possible. Certain companies are okay with small ones or some that are really nicely designed, but unless you want to get yourself typecast into a certain genre, try to avoid the body art, especially if it's in a really visible place that's not going to be easily covered up by a swimsuit. And finally, when you're a model, you really do kind of have to make it part of your lifestyle. So that is meaning you're going to have to change the way that you eat. You're going to have to eat cleaner, cut back on all the carbs and all of that. probably spend more time at the gym if you're not already. And I think that you can find a ton of other great tips and advice on modelmayhem.com. They have a forum there if you make an account. Tons of topics, tons of answers from all different kinds of people in the industry. So if you're really interested, definitely check out modelmayhem.com. If you guys want to see more of me or contact me directly, you can find me on Instagram at Alexia Cortez. Cortez is spelled with a Z at the end. Or you can tweet me at Alexia Cortez LA, or find me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Alexia Cortez LA, or facebook.com/ILUV Alexia Cortez. Thanks, guys. Alright, well, I hope that you enjoyed this little model talk video with me, Alexia, and if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the box below. I will definitely try to get back to you in answering them. We're all here to help you. We at AMI are like a family, and we all want the best for each and every one of you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.